Hi Tony, how are you?
Fabulous. How about yourself?
We're doing great. We're back again.
Yep.
So last time we had talked about some of the positives that 2020 has kind of brought, even though it's been a down year.
Yeah.
How about we summarize it and give me a couple of the key points that you think that 2020 has brought out for us?
Let's call it realizations. Realizations from 2020. The first definitely is coming together. So, families came together. Families spent more time with each other and they had more time to do things together, even if it was playing a board game, cooking something together, eating together, talking through video calls or on the phone, and long conversations, taking interest in each other's life, which we had never done. Um, that terminology, rat race, maybe 2020 has ended the rat race. And if it has, wonderful, right? The other thing is realization that we can work from home. There was a psyche that I have to get ready, I have to go to the office, I have to wear a certain type of clothing which I don't wear at home, which is mostly formal clothing. Now people are in informal clothing and they are able to, I think, work even better in certain things. I have a friend who works from home and he said, my creativity was not this high ever in an office environment, but it has brought out the best in me from home. So I think this is one very wonderful thing. Um, there are other deeper realizations, and I'd like to share this story. I'm from India, and a very dear friend unfortunately became COVID positive, and he was spending his time in his basement trying to keep a social distance from his friends and family. And he's a party animal. Every night he must party, and he lives in New Delhi, and the who's who of New Delhi knew him. And when I got wind of it, I called him, and then I kept calling him every day, at least once or twice. One of the things that I asked him was, how many people do you know? And he said, thousands. And I said, how many people have called you? How many people are regularly calling you? And he said, you're the only one person. So imagine this, he's in New Delhi, he's in India, he has so many relatives and friends. I'm in Canada and I'm the only one taking a keen interest in his life. I'm not trying to toot my horn with this. What I'm trying to say is, where are all those party friends? So a realization, who are your true friends? And I like to call them your soul family, you know. Another realization, and this is mine, I realized the other day that in the last year, I have not purchased any new clothes, any shoes, or any other accessories. And I have so much that I have not opened so many boxes. I've never worn so many clothes. Why was I in this mad rush to buy and buy and buy? What was I trying to prove? What was I trying to think? And I had no answers. And I'm sure there are so many other people who have gone through the similar experience. What were we doing with all these things? Lastly, one big realization that has come to people is life can be very simple. Why did we make life so complicated? And so going back to that terminology, rat race, I think the race will always be there to be better, to have more, to live in bigger homes, have better cars, etc. But we've realized that we don't have to be rats. We can be humans and we can come together, we can share. I have never seen more feelings come out in spite of the social distance, and so people feel for each other. So going into the new year, I would say keep the realizations, don't let it vanish once we are in better health. And I'm quite sure a lot of things are going to change on the social sphere, in the work culture, but how we deal between each other. And I'd like to see people happier and more loving. Thank you.
Thanks, Tony.